We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the dead. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest for innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world, and the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Oh my god, we made it through. We made it through the investigation alive. Special thanks out again to Deds for joining us. Dude, we made it epic. Hope your doctor's appointment for your wrist went good today. I could have used another day off. My cap is phasing? Yeah, I know. It's green and red. It's the Freddy Krueger Scally cap. So it's the Krueger. I love it. Sims, welcome back. Good to see you in here. We missed you. And there's Milkweed. Holy shit. Everybody's making it in this bitch tonight. We made it through the investigation alive. Couple of instances when everybody's in here. NSP TV. Oh my god, everybody's in here. Can we start with your recorder? Give me a second, Sims. We can start with it if you'd like. Close selected files. Give me just a minute.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Give me a minute, Deds. I'll get to your spin. Sims wants to start with her recorder. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead and I don't even know where this recorder was left on the first night. I don't remember. As you can see, it's not a lot of strength in this signal. Wait, you guys can't see that yet. Let's get over to that. So let me get this. Spoilers. Let me try to catch up here. See what we captured the story. Yeah, the stories are insane. Just got out of jail. What the hell do you mean? Not sure what sim stuff, but we should tell them about Unit 12. Okay. NSP TV, raw and uncut. We can NSPS TV. We can work on that. We can work on that. Deads, we can definitely talk about it here. I mean, we did some dirty things, and we did some dirty, dirty shit to provoke these spirits. We'll start off. Uh, as soon as we walked in to the prison, we walked in the front door, shit was starting. Well, I'm going to get to Pitney. Just give me a minute. I'm going to get to that. They started walking us around so we could start getting all my recorders and, Dead's recorders set up. We got to go over to the original hole, which is basically in the mountain. It's in a great big cave. Walking out, Chris, one of the docents, former prison guard and all that, he was walking a little bit behind us, and Dead's, I think, got his arm pulled. Chris got his head pushed down, and I felt like somebody just grabbed my necklace, like I was gonna get ripped off my neck. And that started at 4:30 in the afternoon. So we knew it was going to be a great 3 days. We got up to, all 3 nights. You got your neck grazed and he got his arm pulled as well. Yes. Neil Pitney, Nevada State Prison, he overdosed in his cell on heroin. But, yeah, funny, explicit. Just no. No. I made a brother out of this, so no. We started provoking in his cell. Neil Pitney murdered his mother, decapitated her, and did some nasty things to her body for about a year. Some Norman Bates style shit. The docents to the prison put a Mother's Day card in his cell a few months, or the year previously. So my bright idea was, we decided to go get a happy birthday mom card to put in his cell. And we all signed it. Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison Paranormal, Chris, Susan, and myself signed the card and left it in his cell. Now, here's the fucked up part. I was putting all the video onto the computer last night, onto the hard drive, and I don't think the GoPro recorded everything. We had some weird experiences with my GoPro, and my other one as well. It froze up walking out of one of the cell blocks. It wouldn't turn off or on. So we had some weird experiences. And it's kind of snowballed. Energy drain. I had energy drain on my recorder. One of the recorders did not record the first night. As you guys always hear me say, I turn on the recorder. I do my whole spiel. This is Brent, Nevada State Prison, Incarnate Paranormal, night, whatever. Set it down, walked away, came back. The recorder was still on, but it wasn't recording, and there was nothing on it. So we had a lot of experiences when we were setting up in 12. We walked out. We were walking out, and we heard a, "Don't go." Kind of looked back at Deds. I'm going, "You just heard that, right?" It's like, "Yeah, we heard it. Don't go." Had some great experiences in execution viewing room. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now, we are not doing anything video-wise on the GoPro I was carrying until the very end of all the analyzing. I'm just telling you now, the static GoPro that we set up in there, we'll watch. The one Dead set up in the from last night's cell facing the execution chamber, we'll watch. But the very last night before we left, you guys remember the video when the meter went off when I was sitting in the cell when I got sick. The meter going off this time on night 3 makes that look like child's play. Absolutely insane. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned for probably 250 episodes before we watch this. I'm just going to be a jerk on this one. We'll go through all the other video and audio and everything else but that. I'm going to make you guys suffer. But before I forget, since they totally smooched at the end, no, just no. I got to do my spin real quick for Dead since he and I hope I. Yeah, there we go. It's good. Let me get over to it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Next screen, spin the wheel. I would be too.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Sriracha, and we got one more.
And now we
not
come
doing
to
two
a special
srirachas.
moment. That is the most
Not two srirachas.
pointless and wasteful use of this year. And
And a Reaper.
we come to a see the nominations.
shall
That
we?
is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? I'll be right back.
So got a Sriracha and a Reaper. I knew it was going to start off to be a spicy night when I turned on the mic. Son of a bitch, that's hot. Afterburner from the butthole. Yeah. Huh. Holy shit. But, hold on a second, guys. I won't do two of the same. You guys know this. Oh, that's hot. We literally had access to every part of the prison. We got to go in like 5 areas we didn't get to before. Actually, building 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, and 8. We had access to the printing factory, the cave, the hole. The only thing we didn't get to go into was the execution chamber itself. And if we would have been able to, we wouldn't have been able to film or photograph. But that's okay. With the amount of personal experiences we had from this investigation, it ain't going to matter. We gained another family from that investigation, yes. Susan's family, I love her to death. And for you guys out there, if you want to know, I did create a TikTok finally. I've put some of the clips from here onto that. So I'm going to use TikTok as a highlight from the show. So if we do clip anything, let me know and we'll get it up there. That being said, since Sims asked so nicely, we're going to start off with her recorder on night 1. You can see there's not a lot. Not a lot of spikes. They're there, but they're not as defined. And just, yeah, a little bit. The nose is going. I have everything on here, but Dead's GoPro and my GoPro. And it is 189 gig of audio. 189 gig of just audio. That's redunculous. 189 gigs of audio. Who would have thought? But, all right, guys. Hope you guys got your headphones on. Something, well, cool to drink. I need it now. And hope you're relaxed. And the good thing is before I hit play, these Zoom recorders actually broke it up into files, unlike last time. So I've got two 3 gig files and one 1 gig. So it breaks it up into like 2-hour sections, not like last time. And what's that, Dads? Okay, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, Night 1, Nevada State Prison. Third visit, this is Sims Recorder being left in the execution viewing room.
Battery case dropping off.
All right, so Night 1, Sims Recorder. We're starting off on the top of the tier. Execution viewing room. So I've got to go in. Oh, shit. There we go. I'm going to have to amplify this, guys. So bear with me. Because it is a little bit low. I wouldn't say so much a spoiler. Night 1, I had the GoPro in the execution viewing room. So we're going to have to remember what we catch here. I had to amplify this entire recorder. You see how low it is. So I had to peak it a little bit so we can actually hear it. Test snap, we're good. See how clear it is compared to the Olympus recorders? And it's still low. Wow. There's our first EVP. We're 1 minute, 15 seconds in. What do you guys think? I honestly think this is, well, I want to see what you guys think before I say it. We'll wait for Deads to grab his headphones real quick. Sims, I think you're right on the first one. So if you, while Deds is grabbing his headphones, do you guys have any questions about the investigation? Because like I said, I'm going to be talking about this. I'll probably be pausing this a lot for the first couple shows back. This one, the third day, carrying me out after eating too much at a restaurant. Amen to that, explicit. Me too. The fact the activity started within about 5 minutes and it did not end until basically we left on night 3. We're hearing footsteps, we're hearing voices, we're hearing whispers, we're hearing full-on voices, we're seeing shadows. You know, the spirits were happy I was back. And when I get to the final video, you guys are going to understand. It almost broke my heart to leave. it almost broke my heart to leave. But I honestly think this is either what Sim said, burning me, or hurting me. I don't know if it's...
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Vexus, thank you, sir. I knew I should have just left these things out. I'm going to let this play. Actually, I'm going to have to pause this. Bring up the wheel spin. Let me get over to it. Thank you, Vexus.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? And be right back. And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? And I'll be right back.
This should be interesting. We haven't done this combination yet. Let's get this off and play this a couple more times. Your doves had a pair of eggs. So what's the consensus on this EVP? Hearing under breath creepy, hurting me, burning me. Being that this is in the execution chamber or execution viewing, burning me or hurting me sounds good because sounds close, because the simple fact that a lot of these people are executed by lethal injection. Will say that they're burning when they put that first dose of whatever it is, it burns them. That they're feeling burning in their veins. I don't know if how accurate this EVP is going to be. What do you guys think? Please. One more playthrough, yes, of course. Could be creepy. Bury me here. We're gonna get to that one in a second, so hold on. What we're gonna do on this one, just because. We had. Let's see. This is gonna be fun. EVP 1. Okay, there. Sorry, guys. I'm a little overzealous on this analyzing tonight. We're back. We're starting over for the third time. Nevada State Prison, EVP number 1. Oh my God, and a long way to go. Since you brought up, I'm going to go ahead and do this one now. Since you did say that bury me here, we actually got to go up to the original prison graveyard. This one I've been asking for 3 years. We finally got permission, or so we thought, from the active prison next door. Since the graveyard is still being used, they called over and got permission for us to go, or so we thought. We took the desert path, not the road, because they bitch if you walk on the road. Took the dirt path up there. We did our thing, walk around, took a few pictures, and lo and behold, one of the guys wanted to take the road back, so we did. And here it comes, as Dead said, Sergeant Happy Pants. Guy runs out, jumps out of his frickin' van, all 5'7" of him. Guy's walking around like Napoleon. But that's all right. He's got a job to do. There was miscommunication all the way around, but we got to go up there. So you guys aren't supposed to be up there. Well, no shit. But so you guys can see. Oh, that's Chris, and who's that in the back? That's Chris and Chris. So we're going to go through the headstones real quick. So you can see. This is how old it is. The weather's just worn them away. Chamberlain, Ohio, age 35 years old, died July 1st, 1880. Some unknown markers. One of these markers is G. John, the first person executed by lethal gas in Nevada. We're trying to figure out. There was only 2 stones that weren't marked. And there's another China, 1873. Or no, 1875. And there's one of the other unmarked. 1875. Guy was 68 years old, died in prison. Yeah, phenomenal. Like this one you can't even see. I don't even think you could do an etching on this one. This actually looks like it's got gunshots in it. So, it's Roland, 1848 to 1876. Guy was 28 years old. Died in prison. So 1877, old ass headstones from the cemetery. And that's all I'm going to show you guys right now, I think. No, we got one more. Died in prison, 1943 to 2011. Spent almost 70 years in Nevada State Prison. So, that's quite some time. You know what? Let's just go through the others. Let's get through the other pictures so I can say, we didn't do anything else this stream but audio. This picture of, remember I said the Warm Springs Hotel sat on the prison grounds. This is what the Warm Springs Hotel looked like. And the eagle, we'll go ahead and get up to that. This is the eagle that originally sat on top of the Warm Springs Hotel. So where are we at on the pictures? Let's go through some pictures real quick. Now if you look over here on the right, this is the cave, not the original isolation or isolation like Ghost Adventures said. This was a food storage cave. They stored goods in there because in the winter it just keeps it cold. So this is not the original hole. Back in culinary. This building back here on the back left, that was the original bookbinding, warehouse, I guess you could say. We got to go in there. Nothing in there but an empty warehouse. Chaplain's office, last investigation. We didn't get squat, so we didn't even bother going in there. Unit 9, the original controls for the prison. We might not be able to go back into the prison next year. The prison next door is trying to take all these buildings back over so they can house more prisoners. I don't see it financially happening. They'd have to redo all of this. So you can see it's... And there's Neil Pitney's cell. Yeah, right through navigating in your dreams. And I warned you. I warned you. So, yeah, you guys get the idea. So we're just going to fly through these real quick. This is the Gen Pop cell. Had a recorder in here, I think, night 2. I don't know if we got anything. Really didn't feel anything in there. So where are we at? I'm trying to watch this stuff. It's a protected historical site. But because the buildings are so new, or relatively new compared to some prisons, they want to remodel it and put prisoners in there. But the main building down at the bottom will never be touched. It can't be. So...
We are the ones who dwell within.
Paranormal fan, thank you for the follow. Made me jump a little bit. These headphones are turned up just a little bit, so greatly appreciate the follow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you could see this, some of the tagging in the cells. What's that say? Jack City, bitches ain't shit. I mean, come on. What they're doing in prison is just, it's weird. It's some of the pictures they got on the walls. They have a Jack Nicholson graffiti that was actually really cool. So throughout the many decades, this is the actual tagging we get in the prison. And there's, speaking of Jack Nicholson, here's this. I think I showed this before. And Twitch, this is this. Anybody ever reports this, this is in a prison where inmates of all beliefs, came about. So anything offensive on here, it's not my control. I didn't do it. So you see, you've got gang writing in here. You've got white supremacy. You've got tagging. You've got it all. Look like Duke Nukem had a baby with Jack. Yes, it does. Sorry for late follow with my channel, but is already following you with Fex MC. Okay, Fex. I remember how you been, buddy. Thank you for coming back. And this is the cave. This is the one that is shady as shit. This is the one Ghost Adventures did, where they claimed this was the original solitary cell and that they got demon through the spirit box. This isn't even the frickin' isolation cell. And this is why they did not want to let us in here. You can see back here, the second pillar back, how it's sloped over. Even some of the ceiling has begun to deteriorate, crumble, and fall onto the beams. So them not letting us in here for more than a couple of minutes is completely understandable. And you can see, right, that's what we were talking about. The cave is starting to fall apart. So it is entirely too dangerous to be in here to investigate. Those cross beams, there's, like Dad said, there's gaps in them that it's not holding anything up. My guess is within 5 years, this cave is going to be on the ground. And just make sure it's recording. And back in. I kind of left Deads alone in culinary for about 10 minutes. The GoPro died. The GoPro that was static, the one that was just sitting. Oh no, Paranormal, please don't apologize. Please don't apologize. The the GoPro died, and I'm like, Dads, I'm just gonna leave you with my GoPro, the one that I was carrying around. I'm gonna run back to the office real quick, and grab a battery. And you'll hear it on the recorder. He actually said something to the spirits there about me, and he got a response. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys. We're going to have to wait till we get to the recorder, and I don't even remember which one it was. So you're kind of SOL on that one. So, and that is that's pretty much it on the pictures that I took. I didn't take much. It was mostly video. So we left off here. We're going to have to amplify just a hair more again. There we go. Because it's still kind of low. So you guys might have to turn your headphones up. Yeah, we really missed you guys. I even talked about it. It's like these guys are gonna miss us, and they're gonna they're probably jonesing for a stream. They're waiting for us to get back on this one. They're waiting to see what we get. They're waiting for the spoilers. Only problem is there aren't gonna be any spoilers. I'm gonna tease you with some shit, but I ain't giving you any information. I don't think that's anything. Yeah, we can debunk that. Yeah, I think it was a gate. I think it was steel, so. Paranormal fam, I appreciate that, yes. Definitely make it back to the USA, make it to Vegas. We'll try to find a way to do an investigation. I can try to set something even just small up. Anybody who comes out to Vegas wants to go investigate, I can try to make some calls and try to do something. If not, go to a just some known haunted location. Even if it's a park, there's a couple haunted parks, so definitely have to work on that. Me and the friends in December, of course. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, yes. Gonna start planning the trip for next year for NSP 4. Yeah, and we're doing this every year. We're doing the prison every single year. And next year is going to be another 3-day venture. It's going to be another 3 days. So once I get more information on, we'll let you guys know. So we can all join in together if you want to come, because after the debacle we had, yep, that's me in the background setting another recorder. Don't you love how there's no static in this one? Just send me a message on here. We'll set something up. Guys, I got to step away for just 1 second. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Less than 60 seconds. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got to go over to full screen cam for this. So I want you guys to see this. Susan gifted me a couple things to share so I could have on the wall behind me. Once I start getting this organized, I want you guys to see it now though. Got some pictures that Susan gave me. One, this is G. John. This is the first prisoner to be executed by lethal gas in Nevada. February 8th, 1924. So this is faces. These aren't actual photos, they're reprints. But yeah, they're not the actual photos. They're reprints of the actuals. So these are the faces of the people we're contacting. So this puts an extra. Once you can put a face to the faces you're trying to contact, the hard case I think are in the museum. The originals are in the museum. So this is G. John. This is John Hancock. This is... Why'd that fall apart? This is Jesse Bishop. Funny thing behind him is when he was going in to be to the gas chamber, he said, "Nobody's going to take me out." He goes, "I'm going to take myself out." As soon as they dropped the cyanide pellets into the water or to the liquid, he just started taking deep breaths, trying to take himself out faster, which is what usually the guards tell people that are nervous to do. it just start breathing heavily as soon as you hear the pellets drop. So this is Jesse Bishop. This is Andrew Mirkovich, the only prisoner at Nevada State Prison to be executed by firing squad. 5/14/1915. Let's see, what are these? You always hear me talking about Carol Cole. This is Carol Cole. Executed December 6, 1985. And the others are just, I'm going to hold these up so you guys can see them just for a couple seconds. All of these are these are all the names and dates and ages of the people that were executed in Nevada State Prison. So yeah, special thank you again out to Susan for that. A very special thank you. She didn't have to do that. She's like, I've got copies of these. I want you to have them because I know they're going to the right place. It's still. I'm so flattered by. Why is that even on? I didn't even hit that. But anyway, sorry guys. She made sure she took care of us this weekend. Explicit, I'm actually trying to set something up for a Zoom or something. We didn't get to do the podcast because she just got really busy and it just didn't happen. And I apologize to you guys. The fact that what Dad just said, she rolled out the red carpet. She rolled out the gold carpet for me because I've tried to do so much for the prison, and I'm doing so much for the historical side. Everything that I've done for the prison, the copies of all the EVPs that I've got, and the USB sticks with all the audio and everything that I've captured on this show, is going into the museum for Carson City, for the prison. All those EVPs are going to be put up for people to read for generations. Visit 1, Visit 2, and Visit 3. So she's doing a lot for Carson City and the Historical Society because of what we're doing for the prison. No other investigators are doing what I've done for the prison. And I had Susan, Chris, and Joe, another one of the docents, say, Brent, nobody does this. You've given us all your evidence. You've done all this for us. You know, it's like you've helped, in essence, promote us and keep our doors open. It's a beautiful feeling to know that you're doing something that's going to last generations, long after we're dead and gone. This stuff that we've done on the show is going to remain. So yeah, there's that. Let's get back to some audio. Sorry guys, I had to go back there. There was trick-or-treaters right outside, and I thought that was yeah, there's trick-or-treaters right outside. Sorry We can debunk. No, outside my door. There's trick-or-treaters outside my door. My mic's just picking it up. And they're screaming, so we can debunk that. Get out of here, kids. We're contacting the dead. Don't want to give them nightmares now. And there was only small portions of the night where it was actually windy. It was relatively calm for 3 days. Except when we were walking up between the cell blocks. Sims, you didn't miss anything yet.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Whew, I'm awake now. Fex, thank you so much. Yeah, I know you're paranormal. Wheels gotta come up. Wheels gotta come up. Yeah, he did speak English. He's good. He's good. Let me get the wheel up again. I gotta do the I gotta spin the wheel twice.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? I'll be right back.
Sriracha and
now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? I'll be right back.
All right. Every time there's a sub, 2 jelly beans. Here we go. Thank you. And those are spicy together. Lord have mercy. Let's keep going. What the? Hold on. Okay, we got another one. We got our second EVP. Now I can amplify it. Sneak past. The ST actually drops off. Sleep bad. Sleep bad, sleep past. Sleep bad. Sleep bad. Sleep bad makes sense. This is an execution viewing area. You've got last night's cells right on the other side of the wall. And a lot of prisoners sleep their last day away. So yeah, that could be sleep bad. They slept bad because they know they're getting ready to go into the execution chamber. That makes perfect sense. Even with a visual, standing in last night's cells, even showing it on video, it does not do it justice. It's creepy, and you guys know I don't freak out very easy. I think I freaked out maybe once on the investigation over 3 days, where I got a little uneasy, but you know it gets heavy. And standing in a cell where over 40 people spent their last hours of life, you got that on your mind, and you wonder if they're around you. And they are. They're around you. They're listening. They're there to communicate. And Susan, Chris, and Chris said it best. There's only one investigator that sits down and talks to these guys, and it's you, Brent. All these investigators stumble around in the dark. They bumble around, they stumble around, and they try to provoke everything. They don't sit down and talk to them, ask them how they're doing. They don't do anything but, hey, you're here, what's your name, when'd you die? The stupid questions that I criticize day in and day out. And they're like, Brent, you sit down and actually converse with them. It's like, wait, are you serious? These guys are people too. These spirits were once people too. They are in just a different form. They still are. They're among us. They're surrounding us. Most of these buildings that we investigated over 3 days had not been investigated in 1 year. The last person to investigate some of these buildings was me. I was the last person, minus the docents, to set foot in some of these buildings. Spirits get lonely just like we do. How would you feel if somebody just walked into your house and just asked like 5 questions and walked out? You'd be like, well, what the hell? Same goes for the spirits. Sit down and talk to them. You'll get the responses. And I am excited to see what we got on GoPro my last night in there. It shook me to the core. It shook me up. So we're going to play this a couple more times. EVP2. Get one on the meter. Were there a lot of people that barely spoke English? Does that sound like broken English? I'm sure there were, like G-John, Mirkovich, maybe. There was a lot of Native American. Indian Johnny was one of them. No pictures, known pictures of him. So I'm sure there were some that, didn't speak any English or broken English. That goes all the way back to the 1800s, though, so I couldn't give you an intelligent response on that one, so I apologize. I'd assume so. It was back in the 1800s, 1860s, 70s, 80s, up until, 1920. You got a lot of Native Americans. You got a lot of immigrants coming out from these vast European countries and all that. So yeah, probably a lot of them didn't speak great English, and they didn't 100% understand, the communication levels. So yeah, it was creepy. Facts, but if you came back within a couple of days, you'd pick it right back up. You'd pick it right back up if you came back after a few days. So I'm not worried, man. Communication, paranormal is the key. Paranormal is a universal language. Okay. I think I'm hearing something here. So we're going to have to go in and get vocal enhancer. We're going to have to vocal enhancer, we're going to have to amplify it. I think I'm hearing a very, very faint EVP. I might be hearing shit, but you know me. It's it's better to check it than not and lose it. Being that, like I said, most of these recorders, we're not going to have the static we did last time with the Olympuses. Majority of this is going to be clear, minus the one set in the cave and the hole. Those might be a little fucking distorted. So let's see. I think that's just echo. Terrible. You might be right, but they're explicit. I don't know if that could be echo coming off the gate either. I'm going to say this is terrible. What do you guys think? Echo or terrible? Or something else? I'm thinking this might be echo off the gate shutting. Now the weird thing is explicit is a leather shoe squeak. That could be a residual shoe, but there's nobody in here. Deds and I are long gone. We're down the hallway. We're off the beaten path now. I think we're either down on death row or over in women's. Not that I'm aware of. Explicit. The more I'm listening to it, I think this is reverb off the steel door shutting. Well, we can try it this way. I'm going to try one thing here. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to mark it as an echo. We're going to cross it off and debunk it. I have an idea. So let's... I'm not going to hit play. I'm not that mean. I don't think you guys were talking up in near execution the first night. But I'm... So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try one more thing. And see what we get. I think it's echo. I think it's echo. So we're gonna we're debunking it. It's a slam, and immediately after that slam, there's something there. So we're gonna debunk this and actually call it an echo. We still got a long way to go. I'm not worried about beating 469. We're gonna do it, but I'm not gonna try to force evidence. I'm just not. Yeah, my recorder, let's see, I had, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I had 15, like 14 or 15 recorders on top of yours. So, guys, we're not going to lack on audio. And we're only averaging 30 minutes a night of audio anyway, so. Okay, that's either us talking or... That's me. You heard me say Nevada State Prison. Wait, what? I got the email back that they're going to look into doing it. So I'll probably be the only one. That'll be myself, Interface Death, and a couple other people doing a paranormal channel. That'll put me at the top of the pyramid. because I know they don't stream every day. I think they stream once a week, once or twice a week is it. So if I've that basically be that'll be the incarnate paranormal channel of Twitch, literally my own category. Fuckers. I gotta contend with Phasmophobia. You know what? For all the hype on that game, I'll give it credit. It's about as close to it as you can get. Minus the Ouija boards and the other shit, but it's got a good direction. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Des, we're hearing all the knocking. We're hearing all the doors and shit. This is why I don't count doors anymore. This is 100% why I don't count doors. Unless it's like a slam and there's nobody around, just a little, little knock. It's no matter what you do and that much steel and concrete, you're gonna have settling. But is it enough to make it sound like pareidolia, where we're getting voices? Yes and no. Yes and no, definitely. There'll be those rare instances where, like we just had, that door shutting and it sounded like a voice. Pareidolia. We've gotten better at debunking that over the past 295 shows. I think we're pretty good at getting that pareidolia out of the way. So, but yeah, you bring up a very good point. No matter what building you go to, especially these older buildings, concrete and steel, you're gonna get the settling sounds. Even 100 years later, there's no getting around it. There's shuffling right after that. Okay, this is strange. You're hearing the shuffling sound. There's shuffling, but there's nobody in execution viewing. We heard a lot of shuffling with the naked ear. We heard it just walking around like footsteps behind us. So that's something I don't think you're getting away from. How much you need me to amplify it? Happy Halloween, Fex. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much again for the sub. It means a lot to me, and hopefully see you on air again sometime soon. Sims, you bring up a very, very freaking creepy question. What? Let's slow this down. But she's got a point. What if you die and your spirit goes and watches your body being taken away? That's weird. That's something that I never thought of about it that way. This is an EVP. I just can't get it. I just can't figure this one out. This is a tough one. Good riddance. I don't like that body anyway. Well, you ain't gonna get much for it. You know, here's $2 and some envelopes. Take it away. Why does this sound like it's saying my frickin' name? I don't know. Let's get some frick. Prick. Frick, prick. You never know. You just never frickin' know. That does sound like Brent a little bit. It could be saying prick. I'm not either now. Is it saying prick? I can slow it down as much as you need. Prick. It says prick. It says prick. Probably just an echo. You know if that's an echo? Oh, wow. And another one for the meter. Why does it sound like somebody's walking in there? Okay, that's somebody in next room over. So yeah, we can debunk that one. Yeah, that's Chris. You're 100% right. I don't know if that one's Chris. I'm pretty sure I know what that one's saying. Do you think this is Chris, the other Chris? It sounds like it's saying, can't fuck with me. This is Chris? You might be right. I don't remember him saying that. I could be wrong though. Huh. Okay. Then I'm going to take your word for it. Feels so good to be back with some new evidence. But I don't remember him. I do not remember him saying that. But hey, this is why I'm glad to have another pair of ears to be there. That's an echo. That's definitely not an EVP. Yeah, you are a part of the team. You are a part of the team when you're there. I don't see how you couldn't be a good investigator anyway. You've watched a vast majority of these shows on how I've gone about investigating. You've watched some of the paranormal shows, so you have a base of what to go by. You were a part of the team while you were there. So, yeah, don't even space that. Now we're on to the quiet hour. Move on. Huh. That might be Chris again. Yeah, that's an echo of Chris way down the hall. So at this point, I think we're up on the third floor. So we're one floor above execution, and the digital recorder's picking it up through two closed sealed doors. So this shows you how much sound travels. We can go ahead and be trying to sing opera with that much echo. Nice. Speaking of echo, and I'll say this: I had invited one of the paranormal teams who were deaf. I've always been intrigued by that, by any team that has to use other senses rather than their hearing. So you got your sight is enhanced, and your skin is enhanced. So you're not aware of certain surroundings, but on others, it's just exponentially better on your senses. I can't wait to get to the audio to where they were up and through the area. I think that was night 2. So the Cabinet of Curiosities on Netflix. One of the guys at work was actually talking about that today. He's like, Brent, you got to check it out. I guess there's one of the horror directors, I forget his name, supposedly directed this, and it's right up there. They did have an interpreter with them? Yes. And they, from what I understood, they did a fairly good job. You know, it's like, yeah, it almost makes you wonder at that point. I've worked with deaf paranormal investigators. What about a blind investigator? Think about that one. You got to rely solely on your hearing. I know a couple signs. I know a couple. I can do the alphabet. I know thank you. You know, it's like I can try. But you guys will be hearing that when we get to night 2. What I might do is just, I really don't want to do one person's recorders all in a row. So once we get to it, once we get done with this recorder, we'll decide what we want to do next. So let's get back through this. We still got a long way to go. We got a total of like 8 hours. Laser grids, yes. They did. And there's our first rice rocket. You can see the interstate. The interstate's half mile. Uh, the interstate's about 250 yards away from the gate. I mean, literally, you can see it from where we're at. You can look out execution and see the interstate. So you're going to hear cars. We're not hearing a lot, and I'm actually surprised. I have to go soon. All right, Sims. I'm only got about another 15 minutes tonight anyway, so I'm probably going to aim for. I don't know if I can do a full 2, but we're going to do what we can do, guys. It is 8 o'clock now, so yeah. I'm going to do about another 15, 20 minutes, so you're not going to miss much. First show back, and I'm still freaking tired, so I do need some sleep. $1,000? No, Dads, I wouldn't be that bad. I don't know if I get a 3-day weekend. I'd consider a 24-hour stream, but the problem with the 24-hour is we're gonna burn through so much evidence. I mean, we're gonna burn through so much, and I don't know if my eyes can take this. I have to think about that. I've thought about it. I've done an 8. I did an 8 a long time ago, and it beat the brakes off me. But like I said, I've been having trouble lately with. Let me pause this for a second. I've been having trouble with my video card. Well, not necessarily problems. After a few hours, the screen will flicker. Then that's why I've dropped stream a couple times. It just depends. If, like, maybe it's just some kind of glitch with the AMD software. But I'll think about an 8. It might not just be paranormal. I might put some gaming in there. So an 8 can be on the table. But after like even 6-7 hours of investigating, it takes a lot out of you. It's not just the walking either. It's an emotional drain. What the freak is that? Only thing in execution viewing area is your GoPro, uh, the recorder that's in the last night's cells that malfunctioned, and mine out in execution viewing. There's only 3 devices in this area. It almost sounds like it's saying Carol Cole. Let's do some vocal enhancing here. Because this is strange. This one, we're getting some weird stuff. We're it's rates about a 5 on the on the oh shit meter. It's like, what the hell is this? I don't know. I don't know. I think we're in for some really weird analyzing over the next few months. I can almost guarantee that. I don't know. Now I'm home. Is that now I'm home? I don't know. What do you guys think? This is strange. It's an EVP, but it's strange. I'm home. Now I'm home. Right in that area. That warble. I don't like that warbling in there. Huh. What do you guys feel? What are you hearing? If anything, please help me out on this one. This one's gonna drive me freaking just batshit crazy. Huh. Okay. I just don't know, you guys. Part of me wants to debunk it, and part of it wants me to. I hate doing it, guys. I hate doing it. That one's hurting me. We gotta debunk it. I can't give you 100%. This damn door every 30 seconds. Actually, every 8 to 10 seconds. It's weird. Now, the strange thing on this one is, we turned on this recorder about 4:30 in the afternoon. So, you'd think the spirits be more active because isn't their quiet time. As we get into the other cell blocks, I'm 100% sure we're going to get more EVPs than we know what to do with. Because we heard voices with our own ears. Middle of the day. I mean, we're sitting there listening to them like they're talking, like I'm talking to you. But this, I'm surprised we haven't gotten more by now. That "don't go" was creepy as hell, though. don't even think it was that windy, was it, Deds? That's just an echo. A knock with an echo. Uh, I don't know. That's a good question. A gap between the panes? Yeah, being that they're old windows? Entirely possible. I just don't know. All right, guys, we made it pretty far in. Oh, well, we only got 20 minutes into the audio. We're almost 2 hours into the show. We got 20 minutes of audio done. We're in for a long, interesting ride throughout the rest of this. I mean, we've got literally, let me, so you guys could see. Let me get over to back to full screen here, or analyzing. We got Dead's recorder, Dead's recorders, because he had a few of them with him. The H4n Pro Lumix MDS Milkweed Sims Tascam unnamed recorder. Vexus recorder, Explicit 1, 2, and 3, and Zoom H3 VR. We've got a long way to go. Each one's 3 nights. Each one is around 6 hours of audio. First show back, 20 minutes. Oh my God, guys. We're going to have so much fun with this. And it's just beginning. It's just begun. I truly, truly thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Analyzing, well, we spent 2 hours with the paranormal tonight. First show back after a few days. We're good. We did a good job. So, barring any tragedies, be back tomorrow night, same time, hopefully. Oh, you're welcome, Explicit, and thank you so much for being here. You've done so much for this channel, and I am forever grateful for that. And everybody else. You know, Vexus, Sims, Deads, of course. And, you know, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, that being said, good night. God bless. See you guys tomorrow night. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.
Would you shut the fuck up?